Hello there, this is Steven, the calculator guy, and I want to do a really quick video on Olympus DAO, just how to. So I've realized some people are curious about how to stake and what bonding is and when it's beneficial, and so we're going to quickly go over that. So olympusdao.finance is the website. You will need a MetaMask wallet to access it, but by now, if you're watching my videos, you probably have a MetaMask wallet. You may even have multiple networks on that wallet. So once you're here, you'll enter the application. If you want to do Olympus Pro bonding, you definitely can, but right now let's just look at regular staking and bonding. So the dashboard sort of tells you the current health of the protocol and where it's at in the market. Let me make sure I'm on the right network. I am. Okay. So if I do a quick refresh, maybe we'll get the prices. There we go. So the current price of Ohm is $903. That is incredible. Maybe maybe a little bit high, but we'll see. I have been continuously surprised by the price of Ohm. Okay, so 92% of Ohm is staked. Very cool. So over here, you'll see the bond discounts. So what is bonding? Now, bonding sounds kind of confusing, but I promise you it's not. All bonding is the ability to buy Ohm that you'll receive in 5 days using these currencies. So in the Ohm Frax LP example, you would be using an Ohm Frax liquidity pool token, the same way you get liquidity pool tokens in the other videos that I've talked about, to buy Ohm at a 5.28% discount. For Frax, you would just use the coin Frax to buy Ohm at a 2.52% discount. Now remember, it's going to take you 5 days to receive the full amount of that Ohm. So, when is bonding beneficial? Well, if you believe in Ohm, then you want to bond when this number right here, this 5.2% or 4.25% or whatever it is higher than the 5-day staking reward. So bonding is good for the health of the protocol because what it does is it helps to mint Ohm at $1 and the rest of that money goes back into the treasury. So the Ohm is minted, it's worth $900, but it's minted for a $1 cost. So you have a ton of money going into the treasury, each bond. So it's kind of a good thing to bond. It's good for the protocol. However, there's no monetary incentive to bond unless this percentage rate is higher than this percentage rate. Because remember, you're getting the Ohm over 5 days. So if you just bought the Ohm today, staked it, and waited 5 days, you get a 6% increase. Conversely, if you bought this if you bought Ohm using the discount, you would get it for a 5% discount, but then in 5 days, you will be able to stake it. But in those 5 days, you could have gotten 6% more. So basically what you want to do is wait for this number to go above this number, and it does happen relatively frequently, and then you can go ahead and get it. So that's bonding in a nutshell. Let's just look at how to do it. DAI is probably the easiest one because DAI is a stable coin, so is LUSD. But look, you would just, whatever amount you want to do, then you would approve it, you pay gas fees, then you would swap it, you would get gas fees, then in a few days you would claim an auto stake. Clearly you would probably want to do this if you believe in Ohm, that way you're saving on some gas fees. Gas in Ethereum is the worst. I think I say this constantly, but it's good because it pays the miners who help with the transactions. So, I understand why gas exists. Now, conversely, if you're in time, which is Wonderland whatever, money, very similar thing, right? You want to, well, first you have to be on the right network, which is Avalanche. And here you can see that the 5-day reward rate is 8.7, right? So none of these discounts are even anywhere near 8.7, so you're going to want to stake instead of mint at this point. I'm going to look at the dashboard, price, APY, all this stuff, runway, neat. Okay, so right now it would not be worth bonding. For Ohm right now, it doesn't look like anything is a good. It doesn't look like it's a good time to bond any of this. Oh, there we go. So here's a good example. Right now, you'll notice, if it populates again, the OhmFrax LP might be better than, so we have 6.14. And if we stake, we have 6 point. So perfect. This is when you would want, if you have OhmFrax LP tokens, this would be a good time to bond. Now, if you're waiting for a good opportunity, it's sort of hard to quickly go get OhmFrax LP tokens, especially considering you have to pay gas for that, and that gas may unbalance this ROI. But if it's quick for you to get OhmFrax LP, by all means, go ahead and do it. If you're wondering how to get OhmFrax LP, well, I would recommend using Uniswap. Or a sushi swap, really up to you. Pool. Musician. Let's go. Ohm. Let's go. What was it? OhmFrax. Oh. Sometimes there's a pop out on other protocols where you can just go straight to where you can buy the LP. OhmFrax. Alright, OhmFrax LP. Yay! So then you would deposit however much of both. Remember, they have to be an equal percentage. You would enter the amount, you would get the LP tokens, boom. Then you'd come back to Olympus, you would bond it. You click max, approve, bond, and then in 5 days you'd get your Ohm. See, look, the bond price here. This is the price you are paying for Ohm now. Now, in a few days, if Ohm continues to go up, magically, this would be a really good deal to have Ohm at this price in 5 days. However, as a reminder, it is not monetarily wise to bond unless this number is higher, this number over here, is higher than this number over here. So that's bonding in a nutshell. Bonding increases the health of the protocol. Bonding can allow you to get Ohm at a discount, and bonding is wise in some circumstances. But do calculate your gas costs to make sure that it is a good call when you're doing that, because if you're only buying maybe half an Ohm, and you're paying $200 in gas, probably it would have been better just to stake that Ohm and avoid the different gas fees you may incur. So these opportunities are more for people who are doing like larger numbers, $10,000, a few $1,000s. But if gas is super low, they could also be good for smaller investors too. So that's all. That's just the basics of Ohm. If you just want to know how to stake, you just click stake. After you bought some Ohm, you can buy Ohm on Uniswap relatively easily. Whatever you have, Ethereum maybe, OHM. You may need to import it. Boom. Then you just click swap. Right? Super easy. And once you have your Ohm, just go over to this app, click max. It'll populate it with the number of Ohm you have, and you'll click stake, and you'll approve it. If you see it, the number 1 over here, it means you have something to do with MetaMask. I'm sure it wants me to change my network, which I'm not going to do. So you'll approve it, and then boom, you're staked, and it's automatically compounding for you. All right, cool. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you understand a little bit more about bonds, and no, I didn't really go into the weeds of how bonds function, but I hopefully have taught you enough to use bonds and know when they are good buy if you believe in Ohm and the project. If you're hesitant and you want to be dynamic and you don't want to have to wait 5 days to touch your Ohm, then clearly staking is better for you. But if you believe in the project and if you just want the cheapest Ohm, or rather if you want to maximize your money, then look for when this number, again, is higher than this number, and go ahead and bond quickly, because this number changes pretty quickly as well, and you'll maximize your APY, right? Which I think at the end of the day is what people want to do. They want to maximize their APY with this project in so much as they believe in the health of this project. All right, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.